The Paleolithic era. When you think of the Paleolithic era, most of you would think of cavemen with sticks and stones, whose only instinct is to survive, worrying about food and water, with no time for much else. Some quick facts about the Paleolithic era is that it is about 25 million years old. Think of the basic depiction of a caveman and you're pretty close to the mark. People in this time lived a hunter and gatherer lifestyle, in huts and teepees with very basic tools. Now, this may lead you to think that these people were intelligent, not much more than animals. But you have to make sure to remember that they have emotions, just like me and you. And one of the main ways humans express emotion is through music. Now, the first thing that you imagine of thinking of a caveman making music is most likely going to be something along the lines of an unintelligent man in a dark cave hitting some drum made of some animal hide to a terrible offbeat rhythm, with maybe a few grunts here and there, but they actually made some pretty impressive musical instruments. Now, three of the most notable instruments were the stone flute, bull roars, and the bone scrapers. These instruments were used for a multitude of different processes, ranging from religious practices, basic entertainment, and even hunting. They were quite simple-looking things, very rough in shape, and most without adornments. These instruments were made from hardy material, usually a bone. Now let's get into the most interesting instrument out of the bunch, the bull roar. The bull roar is thought to originate from the Aborigine people of Australia. These instruments were only to be used by men. Women were sometimes banned from even seeing one. These instruments had a variety of uses, from warding off evil spirits, traditional burials, and other ritualistic things. One interesting fact about this instrument is that it has been recorded to be used for hunting. The disorienting sound that it makes can confuse bats, allowing hunters to kill them easier. On to the next instrument, the stone flute. There are three main flutes that are usually brought up when discussing the earliest musical instruments. But the only one that has been scientifically proven to be used for musical purposes is the stone flute, found at Divche Bebe. This musical instrument was made from the thigh bone of a young cave bear, having 3 holes and a mouthpiece made of using tools of stone and bone. What is specifically interesting about this instrument is that the discovery of this flute shows irrefutable evidence that the Neanderthal were emotional beings just like us, capable of creating and expressing emotions as long as 60,000 years ago. I chose this as my topic for this week's weekly reflection because I think it is a good lesson to remember that Neanderthal may not have been as technologically advanced as us, but they were still emotionally complex beings. And through what now is truly seen as the timeless language of music, they were able to create and express their emotions even 60,000 years ago.